Okay, it's just a quick little jump video to show that you don't have to invest a lot of money in a jump cue to be able to jump a ball. This is an Omega cue. I bought it used. I'm not sure how much it costs new. It's an Omega. It's a jump brake. The whole cue itself weighs 17.5 ounces. It's a light brake cue that I can get more speed out of it. And this portion of the cue weighs 9 ounces. And it jumps great. Jumps great all the way up to about this distance. When I have about 5 inches between the balls. Anything closer than that, I'm kind of iffy about. I would rather kick the ball. If the cue weighed about 6 or 7 ounces, I could jump with it all the way up to about right here and feel pretty confident about it. I just want to show that I paid $2, a little less than $2, for a dowel rod from Lowe's. It's 3/8 inch diameter. It was 48 inches long. I broke this little piece off the end of it so I could match the length of my jump cue. But this weighs 3 ounces, which is half the weight of a 6-ounce ball. So it'll jump just fine being 3 ounces, but I have to really have the speed. I have to hit the ball a lot faster in order for this 3 ounces to force this ball to come off the slate, which isn't tough to do from here. From here, it's a little bit harder to do because I have to really go fast, but I could probably jump it from there. I'd never do it with this cue. I could do it with this cue if I broke it down and only used the shaft, which I have weighed. I've got a scale here, so I'm not just making up numbers. I've actually weighed everything here. This alone weighs about 4.5 ounces, which is lighter than the ball, and I can jump it all the way to here. So if you actually had a jump cue that was minimum is 40 inches, you can't have a cue smaller than 40 inches. So if you had a jump cue that was 40 inches and weighed between 5 and 7, 8 ounces, that would be an excellent jumper for close-up shots like this, or even here, anywhere in this area. But for my cue, it feels comfortable about right in there. And when the ball is close and I'm only jumping about 7 or 8 inches or tighter, I'll throw it like a dart. So I hold it like that. I hold it like this and give it a good toss like a dart. If it's a further jump and I'm jumping, say, a ball that's here, and I'm here and I'm jumping, I'm actually holding it just like that, like a regular stroke, just jacking my elbow up a little bit. But like this shot is not a bad jump shot. I have to throw it like a dart. I'm up in here, and I prop my elbow against my ribs to give support for my forearm so it doesn't move. That takes a little practice. Some people actually put their hand on the table and do it like this. I prefer just doing it this way. So I want to come right down right there like that. Just like a little dart. It's really easy to do with this cue. I'm not sure how much these are new, but I'm not going to spend $280 or $180 for a dedicated jump cue when I can do that with any good cue. I had a player's jump cue that worked just as great as this one. But it was a dedicated jump cue, and I actually wanted the brake stick. I think it was a brake cue, but the joint on this end of the cue was broken or something. So I could do the same shot with my $2 special from Lowe's. Now I have to go faster. Whether or not I make it the first try, I'm not sure, because I'm just going to go as fast as I can sling this little thing like a dart. If it had a phenolic tip on there, it would jump even better. But let's see. So that's the $2 special. I'm not sure how close I can get using this. That's a chalk distance. I'm not sure if I can clear that. A table light is 50 by 100, so it's the surface area of the table. I have a table light right above this. I want to angle everything this way. I'm going to go a chalk distance out and try to go over that. Now I need about an 80 80-degree angle. I need that right there. I really need to pop it fast. Being 3 ounces, it's going to fly out of the way and the cue ball is going to raise up. If this weighed 11 or 10 or 11, 12 ounces, when I'm coming down at this angle, there's no way it's going to be out of the way in time for this to start raising up. So the lighter the better when you're jumping close. Well, let's just, I doubt if I can get this. You know, I should put, I'm going to put chalk on the end of this wood. Never know, that might actually help. I know a hard tip would help, not bare wood, but let's try this. Okay, so I cleared it. There's no way I could do that with this jump cue. Same length, the only difference is this weighs 3 ounces, this weighs 9 ounces. So if I'm setting in the same area, like this, and I want to try to jump it with this cue, I can tell it just feels too heavy. I'll try it anyway. I don't think it's going to work. And when you jump a ball, you're not trying to keep, this hand completely releases the jump cue. You throw it like a dart, it bounces back and you catch it. If you try to keep your hand on it, it's going to be in the way for the cue ball to leave the table. But let's try this cue. I don't think I'm going to be able to clear it. I hit way too far on top of the ball. I'll try one more time. I hate to do this many little jumps in one spot on my table, but we'll try it one more time. Yeah, I don't like that. It's amazing. I jump it better with a dowel rod from Lowe's, but that's a little too tight. If you leave me setting like this, I'm not jumping the ball. Even if I have a jump cue that I know I can do it, unless you can do it 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to jump that. You're going to kick. Preferably kick here, here, into the back of the 8, and leave the guy like that. It's a good smart kick. But that's a different video we'll go over some other time. Little safety kicks and stuff. So if I wanted to jump something that close, imagine if I actually had a cue that weighed as much as this, which I do have a scale. I've got a scale and I've weighed all of this stuff. That's 3 ounces on the dowel rod, 9 ounces on my jump cue, but just this piece here is 4.5 ounces. This would be a fabulous jump cue if it weighed about 4.5 to 7 ounces while it was together, the whole piece. Because there is a minimum, 40 inches is the smallest cue you can have lengthwise. So, but I'm going to jump this, just the shaft, which is an illegal jump because it's too short. But just to show, I'm going to set it up here. I'm a 1/2 inch away. That looks like about a 1/2 inch to me. 1/2 inch away. I'd like to make the 8 this time. That'd be nice. A 1/2 inch away with a 4.5 ounce piece of wood. Doesn't matter what type of wood it is. It's got a hard tip on it, and it's 4.5 ounces coming down on a focus point right there. Doesn't matter what type of wood it is. You know, if it's a piece of rubber natural, it's going to give too much, and the full 4.5 ounces will not go into the cue ball. So it's got to be, hardwood's better, I suppose. Here we go. This is a very steep angle. I'm not sure if I can even do it. Try one more time. This is only for trick shot shows. There's no way you would shoot a ball like this playing in a match. It's got stupid written all over it. One more try. A little higher maybe. What's hard about steep angles like this is I need to hit it like there, but from overhead when you're looking at this line, it's too easy to hit behind and force it right into that ball when you really need to hit it almost like a 7/8 aim from here to here, just slightly bit off. Well, I missed the ball, but I did manage to jump it. So it's kind of weird. I just wanted to show that weight and a hard tip is what makes a difference. Now, naturally, if this whole cue weighed, you know, 3 to 4 ounces, it will be too light. I have to swing it way too fast to get the cue ball off the table. But between 4.5 and 7 ounces, that would be an ideal weight for a jump cue. I don't care what it's made out of. As long as it's got a hard tip and it weighs about 5, 6, 7 ounces. This is 9, and it does great. If I wanted to jump a ball further out, it looks like that. You know, this is a full ball jump. I'm setting up full ball jumps. If I wanted to jump this one, I'm bound to not clear this ball, but I would jump this with a regular stroke, not a dart stroke. Only because I've got enough distance here, and I know the trajectory of this ball is going to land about right in there. And I can hit that angle from a regular stroke with my arm jacked up a little bit. Now if it were up to here, if the cue ball were there, I'm going to dart stroke it because I have to come up at this angle. So my cue's going to have to be up in here like that. I don't like that. But from here, probably jump off the table. But from here, I like it just like that. That looks about right. Jack my arm up in the back, shooting like a regular stroke. Yeah, got the 8 right. It must have landed right on the 8. Jumped it right off the table. But that's that.